Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Starcy Chloe. So this is a pick a card reading. We've only got 3 piles today. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Okay, again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. This is a what do they find attractive, or what makes you so attractive and sexy. So yeah, a little bit different. So pick your pile, pause the video here and just like breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and pick, you very sexy person. Okay, so pile 3, pile 2, pile 1. So what makes you so sexy? Oh, okay. Very feminine, sexy energy here. If you're a man, then I'm saying feminine energy, but it would be like, that's very like sexy, because you'll be like very romantic and receptive and in touch with your feelings. And are you single? No, I'm joking. Oh, I need to not show these cards because I don't want to. Okay, so I'll turn those cards around when the time comes. So what is one of the most sexy energies about you is that you're so stable. You're so down to earth and just like very physically beautiful. Okay, you may have a really you may really take care of your physique, whatever it is. Even if you're not like a gym bunny or whatever, I feel like you have a very attractive physical body, physical face. People really like the way you look. I feel like people often try and talk to you and start conversations with you just so that they can get intimate with you and physical with you. People see you and they talk about you. So not like necessarily badly, like, but you'll leave a place and people will still be talking about you. Like, did you see that person? Oh my God, did you see his abs? Wow. Did you see her waist? Oh my days. Like, people will be talking about you. Yeah, you stay on people's minds, and not to be crude, but you may be the object of desire in a lot of people's private time. Okay, so release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So, that's interesting. As attraction, I feel like for a lot of you, like I said, you linger on a lot of people's minds. You may have somebody lingering on your mind as well. You're hard to forget, okay? You're really, really hard to forget. Whether that's people just coming into contact with you briefly, or, you know, actually being in a relationship with you. So it's important for you to clear your energy often, so that your energy is nice and clear. Okay, so now to the really sexy bit. You're like a dream come true. Again, I get that you're very physically beautiful. Really like nice chiseled kind of body. Your back in particular, and your chest and arms if you're a man. But if you're a woman, your back may be really well defined. And like butt and stuff. I feel like you're a very fruitful person. Generally quite good natured, good tempered. And people just feel like, wow, like I'm so happy to be with this person. Like dream girl, dream guy kind of vibe. And you're not, even though you're really very physically attractive, you're not like snooty. You're not gonna like reject people or embarrass them, but you are picky, okay? You know there's a way to say things. I do get though, sometimes if people get you when you're in a funny mood, you may be a bit like, no, bye. But I feel like most of the time you know how to word things. And even if somebody comes up to you and they're not your type, it's like you'll sort of point them in the direction of somebody who is, or like you may know somebody who's interested in them. I get as well, if you have friends and they're like somebody and that person comes up to you, you wouldn't go there. You'd be like, oh, you know, my friend, she's really beautiful, she does this and that, and you know, kind of like point them in the direction of your friend. I feel like you can almost be like too hot to handle for people who have been with you, or had the pleasure of being close with you. I'm not necessarily saying like actual real, not real, but you know, physical intimacy, but having some sort of emotional intimacy with you as well. Six of Pentacles, they always want to come back. They always want to come back. You give as good as you get as well. You act unbothered. You act like, you know, it's no skin off your back. And that's very, very sexy to people. It draws them in. There's nothing clingy about you. I feel like, if anything, you may attract more clingy people or clingy partners. So you may have really beautiful hair. You may, and as well, you may change your hair a lot. So you may be a wig girl. You may be a lady who dyes her hair a lot as well. Or you may just switch it up, different weaves, different whatever it is. So you may go from dark to light to short to long to extra long, you know. And that's something that's quite prominent with you, like your hair's like a big feature. Very busty as well. I feel like you may wear clothes that kind of like show off like your best assets sort of thing, but not like in a vulgar way. But I feel like when you're intimate with somebody, like physically, you're not your body confident, like you're not afraid to show yourself. Some of you may have a bit of a tummy as well, maybe a bit more fluffy, which is, you know, nice. Just because I'm noticing some stuff in this picture. You may be really witty and sharp at sometimes, and I feel that a lot of people find that quite magnetizing. Yeah, a lot of people don't really know how to get with you or what it is that you really want. But I feel like when you find somebody that you find quite attractive, you kind of leave a light on so they know how to, you kind of guide them sort of thing. I feel like if you're a man, you like a woman who's very, very feminine, and obviously with a lot of the qualities I've described, but I feel like that's your energy as well. But you like them to be sort of like that, like seductive. I get as well that you like a woman that likes her food, not somebody who's not afraid to eat in front of you. I want to say somebody who's resourceful as well. And if you're a woman, I feel like you like more of like a rugged man, maybe with somebody with a beard. Sometimes somebody who's kind of suited and booted. Long hair, short hair, whatever. But yeah, that was the table, guys. It sounded really weird there. 69 may mean something to you guys. That was there. So you may get a lot of social invitations and a lot of invitations to parties and celebrations, or even networking events, because people really like you. They really like your energy, and they actually really like to look at you. So however that makes you feel, but yeah, they find you very graceful and very, very beautiful. I feel like you're really good at reading social situations as well. You know, and you're graceful, you're kind to other people. But you can also have a good time at parties. Like, you're not scared to enjoy yourself. You're not scared to eat or drink. I feel like you may actually be able to hold your liquor quite well if you do drink. Yeah, you may have a thing for like really nice clothes. Like, you may have expensive taste as well. You look expensive, you smell expensive, even if you're not expensive. Not even if you're, but even if the things that you're wearing and stuff aren't actually as expensive as they seem, people will talk about it and be like, oh my gosh, did you see that? Like, did you see what she was wearing? Wow, I wonder what perfume that is. Like, they notice these things about you. Again, I get something about changing your hair a lot. If you're a woman, or if you're a man, it could be that you are a man's man. Like, my favourite type of man is a man that likes women, that just appreciates a woman. So not necessarily like a fixed kind of type. If you're a man, you may just appreciate women, how they look, how whatever, whether she's, you know, fluffy or really slender, or dark hair or light hair, or from one part of the world to another. Like, I feel like he may just really appreciate women, and people may, you know, mention that like he ain't got no type, he just loves women, sort of thing. So yeah. But yeah, I feel like you definitely do look expensive, and you do like luxury, you do have expensive taste. Whether that's in like your skincare regime or your food or your wine or whatever it is, there's something about you that just screams good quality. But you're not boastful or braggy, it speaks for itself. That's what I'm getting. So that is you, pile number one. That is what makes you very, very sexy, very sexy, tasteful person, seducing everyone just by being yourself. Okay, I love it. So if you've enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also comment down below if it resonated with you. You can also leave a comment if you want me to do any other picker cards and you've got an idea for them. Would love to hear that. And also check out my pick a card playlist, because there may be something else in that playlist that you would like to watch. I feel like that was the wrong word. But pile number two, this is your pick a card. So let's see, why are you so sexy? Okay. Oh, okay. That came up in reverse, so it's like you're a lot stronger than you look. Like, people don't realise the strength and the power that you have. I'm not going to turn these around just yet, just because they sometimes have like really sexy imagery on them. So again, a really strong Venetian energy here. Is this my pile? Libra rising and Leo? What? And Libra there again? I don't know. I didn't actually pick a pile, but what I'm gonna do, and what I always do, is I wait a couple weeks, because then I forget what's in these piles, and then I go back and I click it. Yes. But yeah, so people find you're so like balanced and harmonious. You're an amnivert, not an omnivert. Oh wait, which one is it? Amnivert or omnivert? Okay, so an omnivert, one of them is, you know, when people introvert or extrovert, one of them means that when you're around people that are extroverted, you become an extrovert. And when you're around people who are introverted, you become an introvert. What I think you are is the opposite of that, and that's kind of what I am as well. What you're about the balance, like energetically, you just cannot help but keep the balance. So when you're around people that are extroverted, you become more introverted, and when you're around people that are introverted, you become more extroverted, because you naturally just like, yeah, hold space and hold the balance. So your mind's really expansive. You are somebody who's very, very clever, and I feel like you're good at seeing the bigger picture. You are naturally a great lover, so you're good at seeing other people's point of views, and that is just really, really attractive. You may have dimples. You could be a Libra rising or a Libra sun, or have Libra strong in your chart, or Sagittarius, or even Aries. Yeah, people really feel comfortable when you're around. Your face is like pleasing. I'm getting that you have that kind of attractiveness, that Libra attractiveness, a pleasing face. Now, what's interesting about Libra is, even though it is Venetian, it's actually the masculine expression of Venus. So you could be girly, but even if you're a man, there's something kind of, not feminine, but pretty. Libras are always pretty, whether they're male or female. But if you look at them closely, if you're looking at a woman, if you took away the hair and stuff, they'd still be an attractive man. They could quite easily be an attractive man. And with a Libra male as well, if you added some hair and stuff, they'd be an attractive woman. I think it's because it's the sign after Virgo, the androgynous, I can never say that word, you know, it's like male and female, or doesn't really have a gender. That sign, Libra still kind of holds the characteristics of that. But yeah, So you are attractive, and this could also symbolize that you're attractive to both male and females. Not to, you know, upset anybody if that's not what you're into, but I mean, even like, you know, other women will recognize your beauty and kind of not like look up to you, but, you know, like, oh wow, she looks really good, like she's inspired me to maybe wear my hair like that. I might want to try that style out because, you know, I didn't think it would look that nice. I just didn't think about doing my hair like that, or I didn't even think it would look nice until I saw it on this person. Or, you know, other men will be like, yeah, that's a good looking guy, like, but not necessarily in a sexual way, but people, you know, see you basically. What's attractive about you is you can see through the BS. I feel like you're not here for the third party situations as well. You are a lover, honey, okay? And you will be the one and only. You are not here for the mix up situations. Look how she's got her hand on his shoulder like later, skater. I'm not about to. And this person's like expecting like anger, and this person over here is expecting to be attacked, but this person, the lady with her hand on her shoulder, doesn't seem actually to be angry. She seems to be quite, you know, in control of her emotions, holding herself together well, with a lot of class and elegance, even in a situation that's kind of messed up. So you hold yourself really well. I don't feel like you're the jealous type, okay? If it's not working, it's not happening, you keep it moving and you're just like, okay, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Thanks for letting me know, not wasting my time. Because you know, and I feel like a lot of people can recognize this, there's this really strong Venetian energy in you that you've got so much love to give. And it's not just, I love anybody and I need anyone. No, there's a quality within you. So you're not going to waste that on people who can't recognize that basically, or aren't ready to experience that. So I feel like as well, you see through people, you see through people's false masks. Like you have this amazing power to just like see into people's hearts maybe. Okay, so what is attractive about you? Knave of Chalices. In this deck, this card in this deck always just makes me think, what? I don't understand it. So Knave of Chalices is like a crush. He's burning a pink candle. So that may be like a sign of having a lot of passion and desire for somebody. So you may get a lot of people have a lot of crushes on you and actually can't find the words to speak to you. Sometimes people may actually feel like you've worked some sort of magic or spell on them. They find it hard to understand how they can be so enamored with you. Knave of Chalices. Also, you know, you could have a busy social life, or a lot of people, or people may think you are busier than what you are. You may seem like you have a busy social life. Very sweet, and there may be something like childlike or even naive about you. That doesn't mean that you have to be young, but you have like a young energy or a young kind of spirit. I feel like for some of you, you or your lovers, or, you know, yeah, past lovers or current lovers may have even taken time out to write like the most detailed letters to you, where you realize that they really understand you and really see you for who you are. I feel like people reminisce a lot about, you know, being with you, or even fantasize about it. You do have this side to you though, where you can kind of like toy with somebody and toy with their emotions a little bit. Like you know what to do to drive a man crazy, or if you're a man, yeah, you know what to do to drive a woman crazy. But also I feel like you always pick the women that are just just not hard work, but can just like get you feeling away, you know, feeling a lot of passion. You may be a healer as well with the star card here. In this deck, it's like she's healing him. You may be really good at massage or really like massage. you have a star quality about you that people definitely recognize. But it's almost like you could be so beautiful. You could, like, obviously with Libra here, you are very physically beautiful, very physically attractive. You could be so beautiful and, you know, so sincere and be able to see into people's hearts and really want the best for people. But I feel like you get a lot of attention, but you don't get a lot of people trying to get with you, because with the star card it's like look but don't touch. You may seem really out of a lot of people's league. That's how they feel like you're out of their league. So even with this deception situation, if you have been in something with where there's like a third party and you're just getting to know somebody and it's like, well, why would they do that? For a lot of you, sometimes this person may have, I'm not excusing anything and I'm not condemning anything, but they may have just felt like, you know, I'm not good enough for her or him, you know, so they may start something else with somebody who they feel's more on their level, or even feel like, you know, they're dating down a bit. Because Libra risings is what Libra risings, I'm sorry, I keep rising goes with the word Libra because I'm a Libra rising in my mind, but I don't mean Libra risings unless you're a Libra rising. I mean Libras in general, even if your Libra is Venus in Libra or whatever, or wherever it happens to be in your chart. But I mean, they're known for dating down. So I feel like as well, you have this really amazing strong star quality, but sometimes you may be dating people who are, just to put it bluntly, just not in your league, like, and they may really know that, okay? But they're really just like enamored with you, twisted, tied up. They want to be tied up, tied down. And it may be that you're not even showing it all, you know. In this thing, in this picture, she's still got her top on. She's got no pants on, but she's still got her top on. Her breasts are covered. And this man's like really quite happy with that. He's just happy to be there with her pouring oil on him. You may have like curly hair, or you may wear your hair up a lot, or have like little curls like at the back of your neck. I can show this card. Like, can you see? Little tendrils, are they called? I feel like that gives me octopus vibes when I say tendrils, but okay, I said it. I feel like you have a really great imagination. Again, like pile one, I feel like you may stay on people's minds. If somebody's intimate with you, look, I can kind of show all of these cards because I don't really feel like there's that much nakedness, but there's a black cat there, there's a black cat there. So there's something really magic and magnetizing about you. Even like the influence of the moon there, like drawing people in. People cannot understand what it is. Like I said, I feel like you know how to, not like how to make them go crazy, but yeah, you kind of do. You kind of do. Some of you may actually like burn candles and stuff, but for a lot of you, it's just natural. Do you know what I mean? It's just your natural energy. It's not like you're, I feel like for a majority of you, you really are oblivious, or you may be dealing with people who end up burning candles and stuff. Also, funny, I obviously, you know, when I got into my awakening, I looked into a few different things, and I did look into like the principles behind magic and stuff like that. And what I think has happened in this card is he was immature, he didn't understand he had somebody that he wanted, so he started doing candle magic. But what happens with things like that, and even in the law of attraction, because it's very similar, same sort of thing, but the candle just represents that thought or thing. So that's a whole different video, yeah. But yeah, that's why people burn candles, because it's just a physical representation of what it is that they want. But yeah, it's like it's backfired. So instead of getting the girl that he wants to be crazy about him, he's become crazy and obsessed with the girl, which is something that can really happen if you're coming from a place of lack. So you just seem abundant. You don't seem to be lacking anything. Again, there's like a purity with the star card, like a wet, okay? If you're a man, you may really like that wet kind of vibe. Like dirty talk, I want to say as well, or not even just dirty talk, but just like talking, you know, vibing with somebody, getting on their level, and you lot just maybe talking about intimacy or whatever, but strong Leo energy with the cat, okay? So you're like naturally quite magic. You may have a really curvy like midsection, like wide hips, that sort of thing. You may really like your neck being kissed, or you may have like a really prominent neck here, like something sexy. I don't know, your person likes your neck. Again, this is what do they find sexy about you, or just like what's sexy in general. But they may really, because you don't have to have a person to watch this, it's fine, you can be single and watch this. But yeah, they may really, really like that. And I feel like this person just really likes to watch you in a not so creepy way. So if you're a man, I feel like shy girls really like you, or you really like shy girls, or both. And it's funny because these women that are so shy really let loose with you, and you start to see their wild side, like their untamed side. You yourself, if you're a woman, may be a bit shy. If you're a man, I feel like you wait and like you really think hard before approaching somebody. And you like women that are not loners, but yeah, kind of hard to reach, hard to get. You may date celebrities, if you're a man or a woman. You may be a celebrity, who knows? If you're a celebrity, share this video, please. So, and who you are. You are a lot stronger than you look. You're very forgiving and very kind, but this is energies that you've had to cultivate and had to work on. It didn't come overnight. Something about your hair may be really prominent. You may only let your hair down around certain people, because look, here she's got a top on and she's kind of looking at him, but she's kind of not. She's pouring oil on him, like, you know, pouring a little bit of emotion on him. So maybe opening up to him a little bit, maybe getting a little bit excited by him or whatever. And here she got her hair down, panties coming off, everything. She's ready to go. So they've done all the talking there. Yeah, they spoke about it all. So yeah, you may really only let your hair down with a few people, or I don't know if you have a cat or something about animals is important to you. But you've learned to have confidence in yourself, and you've learned to be forgiving. You may be in a twin flame connection, or even had a false flame connection, because it did come up in the reverse. But you are very fair, and I feel like you're somebody who, because you're so fair, life is fair to you. A lot of times things often work out in your favor. You could be a lawyer or a animal person, a vet. I wouldn't say a pet. A vet, a whatever. Or you could work in film or social media. These three majors to signify your sexuality. For some of you, yeah, your sexuality may be fluid as well. But yeah, you're like a major. People notice you. You are a very big deal, okay? So, I think somebody else got this. Like, you give as good as you get. You're generous, you're kind. And I feel like you balance these aspects of yourself. So you don't show everybody completely like who you are. You're not totally candid. But at the same time, people kind of know what to expect from you, if that makes sense. And it's very sexy, very attractive, like fair. That's what I just keep getting, the word fair, with all that Libra energy. So that was you, pile number 2. Very sexy, very attractive, and really good for partnerships, apparently. Well, very partner orientated person. Sorry, inconsiderate. So if you like the reading, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you want to suggest me doing a pick a card on another topic, or if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Pile number 3. So what have we got here? The World card. The Moon card. The 7 of Ariel. Oh yeah, I'm not even going to be really turning these around, but she got her booty out. 6 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. King of Chalices. Forgiving and learning, and South Node, life's depths. So you yourself may come into contact with a lot of people that you have South Node contacts with, and it may be a feeling of instant familiarity, or a lot of people, whatever your energy is, a lot of people come across you and they feel like they know you already. There's just something about you that's just so familiar. Obviously, it's about letting go, the South Node, but what we get familiar or comfortable with can be really hard to let go. So people may find it hard to let go of you, or even to walk away when they're in your presence. If you've been in a relationship with somebody, and you know, everyone does shit in relationships, it's how it goes. Like, it's not just one person. I'm really sorry, but I honestly don't believe that. Energies back and forth. That makes sense, because nobody's perfect and nobody's completely wrong or neither, so you know. But yeah, people that you've been in a relationship may swear blind you are the worst. Like, you are the worst, you hurt them so bad. Like, you know, I get as well, I almost want to say that it's like you've hypnotized them with your genitalia, and they were dickmatized or pussy whipped or whatever, and they just feel like you are the worst. But it's because, you know, there was so much familiarity and comfort. And a comfort is when we have people making South Node contacts, that's usually some sort of agreement in another time, place, space, to help each other work through whatever that energy is here. So somewhere else, you're friends, you love each other, you know. But here it may be like, I get that people may misunderstand you. For some of you, you could have had a bit of a more colourful, promiscuous, wild kind of past. And yeah. I feel like what's sexy about you is that you've learned a lot, you've grown up a lot, you've let go of a lot as well. People see you as somebody who... So if your ex doesn't think like you're the worst, you may have had some exes that you feel are like the worst. But I feel like people see you growing from that, growing from whatever these situations were a lot. So King of Chalices. What's really attractive about you, especially if you're a woman, is your ability to receive love and not like be like a little girl, but not in a creepy way, but like, yeah, like there's something so feminine and kind of like sweet and just able to relax and release and let somebody else, you know, be in the driving seat. That may be really, really attractive to a lot of people, especially a lot of men, if you're into men. But it's not like you're just like gonna hand over the reins to anyone, if that makes sense. This person's got to be emotionally mature enough to, you know, allow them to be like that with you. And if you're a man, I feel like you are like really emotionally mature. You are very emotionally giving, very in touch with your emotions, and that just makes women turn into putty in your hands, because they just love that. Like there's just nothing better than a man that's just like there emotionally and just knows what to say and romantic and sweet. So I feel like you may really be like that, and women are just like, oh, he's the best. But you could have learned a lot from past relationships. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you, especially if you're a man, it's like you may want a lot from your lover because you are willing to give a lot. And I feel like there's a point where, like I said, they're just like putty in your hands. They will just do anything. They will just like let you do anything. Not in a negative way. I don't feel like you'd be taking advantage, but he's taking like a lock of her hair in this. So for some of you as well, they may actually want to have your baby, like exchanging DNA or giving you some of their DNA or whatever. Actually want to carry a child for you. You may have a thing for like really busty ladies as well. Curly hair may be a big turn on, or really long hair. For ladies, or you yourself may have a beard. For ladies, you may get a lot of, for some of you, you may get men or somebody that's already in a relationship looking at you or wanting you. Like it's really hard for them to keep their hands off of you. There's a rabbit and a bird here. Or if they're not in another relationship, this person's at a different level in life, or there's a real game of cat and mouse here before it goes down. If this is somebody's attraction to you. But in general, of what makes you attractive is your ability to just give. Like in a lot of these pictures, her eyes are sort of closed. It's like you're almost unaware of how fucking sexy you are and how much people just like want you, how much people want to give to you. It's just like a little glance over your shoulder. Again, curly hair, you really may have curly hair, wavy hair, whatever. A lot of red hair here as well, or you may just like the colour red, but you don't have to have red hair. But I feel like, yeah, just a little glance over your shoulder could just set people alight and you don't even realise how attractive it is. You may have a really well-shaped bottom and be busty, or maybe you're not busty but you have like a well-shaped bottom, maybe more like kind of petite. Or you could be like thick, who knows, whatever, but you're sexy, man. People like it. And I feel like when people have a crush on you, it stays for a long time. I feel like a lot of people see you as a goat in some way, like you are tough as nails. That's why you're sort of so unbothered. Not tough as nails, I'm not getting like aggressive kind of energy. I feel more like, yeah, it just rolls off like water off a duck's back. You're not really bothered a lot of the time. And that just makes people more want to like give to you and get with you. For a man, I'm seeing really, really sexy, what's that, trapezius muscles here. But the man ain't really showing too much in these pictures. Okay. Again, this is somebody who has learned a lot about relationships. So you're mature, you're wise, you understand a lot when it comes to other people. You understand your own shadow side, as well as, you know, acknowledging that other people have that nobody is perfect. But you are turning towards like the light. You may be kind of psychic as well, and quite intuitive. Again, if you're a man, there's this kind of strong, receptive, feminine energy within you, which again will just drive a lot of women crazy. Because when you're receptive, it's like, you know, like a mother is receptive to her child because, not because, so a mother knows what her child needs. When a baby can't speak, a mother's receptive. They're waiting for like the energetic signals or the little cries or whatever it is, and then you know what your baby needs. If the baby's hungry, needs changing, whatever. And it's almost like that, but with women, but not in like a baby way. It's like, you know what she needs, and like it's amazing that you can just sort of give it to her, like unlock her heart or whatever. So go you. But yeah, I feel like you understand or can see, or very quickly see what people hide from other people. I feel like you're privy to a lot of intimacy from a lot of women or from different people. and it just happens naturally. People just tell you things, even if it's not like, you know, even in a romantic situation, people may just tell you things, and that's part of your attraction. People feel like they can open up to you for some reason. The World card, and you're like somebody that they trust, somebody that gets the job done, somebody that shares similar values. Now it's funny because I'm getting that you may come across as somebody who has the same values and morals as a person who's opening up to you, even if you don't. It's like you know how to say, well, you may give a lot of those kind of answers rather than no, that's effed up, or I don't really feel like that, like you're just good. So people feel like a kinship with you, even if it's actually kind of imaginary and not really there. I do feel like you protect your heart and you protect yourself from any BS. If needs be, you will put your foot down and you will be like, no. I feel like a lot of people see you as very, very established. You may be somebody who travels a lot, travels the world. You may connect with people who are at a distance from you. You may have travelled a lot from wherever you was born or grew up, or this could just be in a spiritual sense. You've come a long way. Maturity, emotions, you've come a long, long way. Okay, so that is it for you, pile number 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And feel free to leave me a comment down below if the reading resonated with you. And also you can leave a comment if there's any other picker cards that you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.